My name is John Henderson. I'm an account manager here with i.t.NOW, and I'm going to be taking you through the onboarding training for i.t.NOW new clients. Today, we're going to go over how to submit a ticket, who we are, what to expect on turnaround times for help on tickets, and how things are prioritized so we can create a consistent experience for you. Now, here at i.t.NOW, it all started with Phil Robinson, who was at a small computer repair shop in 1992, and he had the strong belief that he could help small business owners overcome the challenges and the frustrations of running a small business by taking the burden of IT off their shoulders. Today, our goal at i.t.NOW is to be the experts you depend on to make technology work for you and your business, and help secure your data and intellectual property, and properly maintain and monitor your computer equipment so it's always performing at its best. We continually research and add services that add value for our small business clients and their owners so that your company can stay competitive and get more done while you grow. First, let's talk about when you should contact i.t.NOW. The biggest reasons we have anyone reach out to us are typically for user maintenance, like when you have a new user that needs an account or you need your password reset. Hardware problems like computer issues, connecting to your printer, connecting to the wireless internet, or software problems like viruses, spyware, error codes, getting locked out from BitLocker. For those of you in management, you also will want to reach out to us for equipment purchases. We have a 20-year relationship with Dell where we can leverage significant discounts, and we're always developing tech standards to make sure that you're on the cutting edge of your industry. We have an IT consulting team for projects, where we have engineers that can help you consult and plan out your project. They can analyze the impact on your business, and giving general IT advice and recommendations on the best way to approach a problem. Our technicians are also really good resources for general how-to questions like, how do I connect a third monitor to my laptop? And how do I write a macro in Word? We're also good to contact for network connectivity issues like internet and phone problems, because we can help reach out to those vendors that run those services for you and help them troubleshoot and do everything on our end that's possible. Now, there are several services that i.t.NOW delivers where no one needs to call in to get it done. The first of these is scheduled maintenance, where we install updates, scan for viruses, we defrag hard drives, update antivirus, and much more. Now, maintenance of this type is scheduled after hours to avoid disruptions to your business, and there's a pop-up box that will come up on that day to let you know that there is going to be maintenance after hours. Now, for those of us who are on laptops, we do encourage you to leave that laptop plugged in and turned on, just logged out. That way, the updates can be installed, we can restart the computer, and we don't have to worry about the battery life. For those of you who are on desktops, we want to make sure that you are just logged out and not turned off. And that's very important so you can maintain the most up-to-date computer possible. The first way that we help clients is through remote access. The i.t.NOW remote management software that's been installed on your machines is something our technicians can access so that they can see your machines remotely. Now, prior to connecting, permission will always be requested in order to take control of a machine. And you can give pre-authorization for that when you put in a ticket, but we will not hop on the machine without your permission first. If there is any hardware issues that need repair, we have in-house repair and on-site support. It might be necessary to have your computer brought to our office, or for an i.t.NOW technician to be dispatched to your site and perform the repairs there. There is after-hours support available, as i.t.NOW has a technician on call for remote support 24/7, 365 days a year. But keep in mind, after hours may be billable for your company. Let's talk about how you can get help from i.t.NOW. First is the i.t.NOW Partner Portal. There's a tiny IT system icon in your bottom right-hand corner, and you'll click on that to get your options for ticket submissions. There are templates for new users, general inquiries, new hardware requests, and project quotes. Let us know what you need and describe as much as you can. The second way to get help from i.t.NOW is through email. Just email help@itnow.net, and we'll be able to create a ticket automatically. We ask that you describe as much of your issue as possible so that we can understand as much as possible beforehand and triage it effectively. Lastly, and probably the quickest way to get a hold of i.t.NOW is to call into our dispatch. Using the number on your screen, 801-562-8778, and using option 1, you'll be sent to our dispatch team, who will help understand your problem and get it assigned to a technician. We have a triage team that is working all of our business hours, and they are set to have tickets triaged within 15 minutes. Our support hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Emergencies are always addressed 24/7, 365 days a year, but for those after-hours emergencies, you have to call in to our answering service to get help. And an approver who's been listed on the approval policy does have to give the okay. Let's talk about how we prioritize your issues. We want to provide a consistent experience for all of our clients. And so we measure the issues sent to us through two metrics: impact, which is how many employees are affected, and severity, which is how much of your business is affected. High impact is going to be the majority of employees, while high severity is going to be the majority of your business or capability to do business is affected, like a network or application platform is down, or a complete outage of everything and you can't conduct business. Medium impact is going to be 2 or more employees, so typically quite a few, but maybe not everybody. And medium severity is going to be a significant effect on your network or ability to do business, but it's not stopping everything. Our most common is going to be low. Low impact is going to be 1 to 2 people are affected, so not much of the company. Low severity is going to be issues that have little effect on how the operations and critical applications apply to your company, but it is something that needs to be addressed, so we do still take it very seriously. Down here in the left-hand corner, you can actually see the matrix that we measure this by, where if it's a high to medium impact and a high to medium severity, that is an emergency to us, and we want to solve that the fastest. If it's a medium to low impact and or a medium to low severity, we're going to treat that as a high priority or normal issue. We're going to try and solve that as quickly as we can too, but we might deal with the emergencies first. Then priority 3s are going to be your most common issues. Priority 3 is something that we want to solve, but it's not the most critical thing to get fixed. You will see a priority 4 here. That isn't something that we use very often anymore, simply because most issues are addressed by the priority 3 timeline. Now, your service level agreements, or SLAs, that correspond with these priorities are as follows. For an emergency, we want to start working that within 1 business hour. For clarification, if that ticket is submitted at 5:59 p.m., we may not start working on it until the following morning, unless after hours work is approved. We do want to have that ticket resolved within 4 business hours, and so typically this is solved within the same business day. For priority 2s, which we'll consider high or normal tickets, we want to respond to those within 2 hours to start working, and have them resolved within 16 business hours. In priority 3s, which are your most common, we want to start working those within 6 business hours, or typically the same business day, and solve them within 72 business hours. Now, as a clarification, these are the maximum times that we want to take to fix any of these types of issues, and for 90% of the time, they will fall well underneath this. There is always that 10% that we can't foresee and take longer or turn into a project, but most of the time we are significantly under these goals. The last thing I want to cover with you is emergency and after hours issues. If you are having system critical issues, like your servers are down, the power is out, please call our office immediately. When you're speaking with a representative, inform them that your issue is an emergency, so our triage team can assess that correctly. For high priority issues that are submitted via email or the i.t.NOW portal, please put urgent in the subject line so that we can see it and do it in all caps. Now remember, for after hours emergencies, these are during the hours that are outside of our normal business time, so that's 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, Mountain Standard Time. We encourage you to call our office to reach our answering service, because anything done through email or through the partner portal won't be answered until the next business day. And please note that after-hour services may be billable, so we will need an approver from the approval policy to give us permission to start work. I wanted to thank you all for watching this video of the i.t.NOW onboarding training. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to your assigned account manager. They are going to be your #1 contact for anything that isn't a technical issue, and they're very helpful whenever something needs to get moving. So please let them know as soon as you need something.